Research, research, research. There's so much research out there that it's hard for educators to swallow the amount of information and to discern what is truth and what's a myth. What are the myths? Tomlin identifies a myth to improving your cognitive ability by performing brain exercises resulting in improved communication between the right and left brain hemispheres, to increased oxygenation, electrical activity, and blood supply to the brain. Tomlin suggests that teachers who are enthusiastic about the possible application of neuroscience findings in the classroom find it difficult to distinguish pseudoscience from scientific facts. What does research tell us? Hook and Farrow indicate that these brain exercise techniques for cognitive development are not supported by neuroscience research. Hook and Farrow continue to explain that there is a blurring of disciplines where the relevance is more cognitive psychology than neuroscience. Rain indicates that exercise which improves blood flow to the brain does enhance cognition. The reasoning is the hippocampus, essential for learning and memory, is highly active during exercises, and therefore exercising stimulates information processing. Carey notes that during events of mental impasse, a strategy is to walk, to jog, or some mild activity. Whether or not this exercise is stimulating the brain's information processing, or merely allowing the subconscious to run its pattern recognition program in order to overcome the mental impasse, is unknown. I tend to lean towards the subconscious pattern recognition program. In any case, there are many cognitive learning myths such as preferred learning styles, auditory, visual, kinesthetic, hemispheric dominance, left brain, right brain, or exercising to stimulate information processing, in which Decker and Hook and Farrow indicate are based on misconceptions of scientific facts. So what is the truth? Are the myths of preferred learning styles, hemispheric dominance, or exercising to improve cognition really the issue? Or is there a blurring of discipline that creates these misconceptions? I believe there's a larger underlying myth, an aerial perspective. What is neuroscience? Webster defines neuroscience as the scientific study of the nervous system and how this affects learning and behavior. So what is neuromyth? Neuromyth is a misunderstanding or misinterpretation of facts based on brain research and then applied to an educational context. The aerial perspective, the myth of the myth. The true neuromyth is the researcher's illusion that their work directly translates into classroom applications, and the teacher's misunderstood beliefs about the brain. The concern is that neuromyths are loosely based on scientific facts, that they may have adverse effects on educational practices. Teachers are eager for innovative methods to improve student learning, but are vulnerable to misinformation concerning neuroscience and its relevance to teaching practices. Hook and Farrow indicate that teachers lack the training to critically assess neuroscience methods, and the popularity of neuroeducation may lead teachers to a premature and uncritical acceptance of brain-based teaching methods. Hardiman indicates that teachers, schools, and school districts may waste time and money pursuing so-called brain-based interventions that lack a firm basis in research. So now what? Decker indicates that there is a need for communication to develop neuroscience literacy to reduce misunderstandings and establish a collaboration between neuroscience and education. It may be difficult for educators who lack neuroscientific expertise to recognize misconceptions about brain-based research in the media, which may lead to flawed assumptions that complex neuroscience is easily applicable in the classroom. Hook and Farrow suggest that learning about neuroscience research can help prevent teachers from falling prey to misguided brain-based practices and marketing. The true myth of researchers' illusion that educators can apply their research to classroom practices demonstrates the need to bridge the gap between the research and educators' understanding and application of the research. And my references were Carey, Decker, Hook, Neuroscience, the Webster Dictionary, Rain, and Tomlin.